Awesome. All right, first topic is football coaches Christian crusade backfires hilariously as school prayers get a satanic twist. Here we go with the video.
The Bremerton High School assistant football coach says it's getting down to crunch time. He and his attorneys are ready to sue the Bremerton School District to make sure that he can continue to pray on the 50-yard line after games with the kids, with the players on his team and on the opposing team. I've explained why I'm against this, but nothing illustrates my opposition better than this press release I got during my show yesterday afternoon from the Satanic Temple of Seattle. And they said that if the Christian coach is allowed to pray on the field with the kids after the game, we want to pray on the field with the kids after the game as well. Let me welcome to the show. She is the chapter head from the Satanic Temple of Seattle. Lilith Starr joins us. Hey, Lilith, thanks for coming on with me this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
All right, so tell me about the Satanic Temple of Seattle. What do you guys believe there?
Yes, certainly. The Satanic Temple of Seattle is one chapter in the global organization. The Satanic Temple was originally founded in New York. It's a fairly new organization. We've only been around for about 3 or 4 years. And we're atheists, we're non-theists. We don't believe in or worship Satan or God. But we do use Satan as a symbol for rebellion against unjust authority.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So you have offered an invocation at Bremerton High School. First of all, tell me the motivation behind that.
Well, certainly. So right now at Bremerton High School, the assistant football coach, I believe his name is Joe Kennedy.
Correct.
He's leading public prayers on 50-yard line after football games. And a lot of Bremerton residents are upset about this. They think, and we agree, that this is a breach of the church-state separation. And they would like him to stop. The school district has asked him to stop and said it is unconstitutional, but he refuses to stop, so he's still praying there.
Okay, so tell me why you guys stepped into that.
So we just wanted to make sure if the school is presenting this as an open religious forum, that we have equal access if somebody wants our belief system represented there, as well as Christianity.
Right. And you have made the exact point I've been making on the air for the last several weeks. I am a Christian. I am a high school coach. And I absolutely do not believe that this guy should be praying with his kids. And what I've said, Lilith, is that I have kids that I coach from a variety of faiths, or maybe they're non-believers, and I don't think it's my role as a public school employee to be imposing my faith on the kids I'm coaching. And what I said specifically was I wouldn't want a Muslim or a Buddhist or a Satanist to be leading our kids in prayers or invocations or anything. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say that it's okay because that guy believes the way I believe. I just think it's best keeping all of this out of the schools.
Right? I mean, that's a choice that the kids and their parents should be making.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have your own faith communities. Yeah, you make a lot of sense there.
Well, I just think that, okay, so have you gotten any response? Because you reached out and you said if anybody, any student, parent, staffer at Bremerton High School wants a satanic invocation, that you will come and do that after the football game.
Yes, so I have some pretty big news. This morning we did hear from a student, and of course I can't release their name, but they did make a formal request. So right now we're in the planning stages, and we will be at Thursday's game doing a post-game satanic invocation on the field.
So there you have it, man. There's our first topic for tonight. Establishment clause comes to mind. You know, these people just don't fucking get it. They lose the fight over same-sex marriage, and now, praying at schools, that's a fucking issue. Paul, you got anything to say?
Well, it's funny that they, I believe this is the guy who was praying prior to the game, and then they said that he can't do that because it's encouraging them to do it, so now he's doing it after the game. I just think it's funny that, as usual, whenever they have some other type of religion involved is when they get really pissy about it.
No, exactly. Devin?
I find it to be marvelous. What city did this take place in?
This was in near Seattle, I think it was. It's in Washington State.
Yeah, I mean, Washington State gets real backward and real racist, actually, the further east you go, real quick. I mean, it's a drop off. But I don't know what's more awkward for me, the people that believe in God or the people that believe in Satan. I mean, I know these are two groups that basically are the same. I mean, what percentage of people believe in God but not Satan? I'll throw that out to the group.
That's very minute.
I think though, if this is the Satanic Temple, then
Correct.
it would probably be the Satanic Temple that was. Well, actually, it depends. If it's following Anton LaVey or if it's following actual Satan worshiping, that's different. If it's on Anton LaVey's shit, then it's just the.
Well, like the topic where we cover in the Greater Church of Lucifer, supposedly she states, which I'm going to put out here, it's been active for about 3 years now and started in New York City.
Okay. Well, what percentage of Christians know that the Satanists are kidding? Like they're trolling them?
Not that many because
Yeah.
people are pretty ignorant about it.
Okay, and then do you think Christians are more concerned about atheists or Satanists?
Satanists because they actually think that Satan is real for some strange reason.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think they find atheists more of a threat because we're basically saying the party's over. We're calling you on your bullshit. A Satanist at least theoretically believes in some sort of supernatural whatever. So it's almost like they're playing along with their games.
No.
It depends on which Satanists you're talking about. Again, LaVeyan Satanists aren't really supernatural. They're atheist ones with more, a lot of like Ayn Rand's and like, I don't know, that type of influence
Yeah.
compared to the ones who actually worship a deity or think there is a deity.
I remember Ayn Rand, man, I saw a YouTube video of her and I actually praised her. I think I like posted on Facebook. I was like, wow, look at this old chick. She's like an atheist and she's talking about how there's no God. And then I heard everything else she said and I was like, oh Jesus, I can't believe I was in favor of Ayn Rand for a split second.
I know. So was I actually back in my younger years, man. I was like a big Ayn Rand fan, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? She hits a nail on, when it comes to religion, but I was just like, holy fuck, dude. It is amazing, though, how you actually, you change your worldview. You listen to people, and then you're just like, well, yeah, I can listen. I hear what they say, and they're probably right. And then you, like, later down the road, you change your worldview, and you're like, damn, she was so fucking wrong on certain things.
Yeah.
It's like so funny.
But
Go
I
ahead.
think there's a reason, though, that atheists are voted as the least popular, the least trusted. I mean, in the entire nation, out of every group. So,
Yeah.
like, there are other groups, other religions, Buddhists, Hindus, totally, they don't agree. They believe in a totally separate God. You'd think that we would be somewhere above them. Like, we're just, but yet we pose a greater threat to them, which I find to be incredible.
No, exactly. Definitely right. Yeah. Anthony, you got anything to say on this?
Yeah, I like how the devil worshippers are kind of getting in on it. I like that. Just extend the spectrum of stupidity, really.
Oh, no, exactly.
Like one
yeah.
a group of stupid people talking to another group of stupid people. And I like to see them both argue together. I do find that quite interesting.
Oh, no,
I
definitely.
mean, the whole
is.
God thing is obviously bunk, but I do find it quite amusing.
It's just so funny. I do have a follow-up video I would like to play. It's about 3 minutes long, and you actually get to see what happened. And supposedly what happened is that the football coach, they basically put him to the sideline. They basically just said, listen, you're going to sit out. And he's on administrative leave right now. So that's new information on this story. But I want to play a video of the Satanists on Thursday coming to the football field. They were very peaceful, very respectful, and everybody, all the news cameras were on the coach sitting on the sideline. So let me play that video real quick. I'm going to try to figure out who the fuck's hacking this fucking broadcast here.
We teach the kids here about diversity and tolerance and respect, about all of these wonderful things, but it doesn't always apply to everybody, and I want the message to be that we need to be like that with everybody. We don't take away one right to give it to another. So
my view is that it's not okay to entangle religion with public education. It's not appropriate to follow one of our public employees out to the middle of a public facility and take part in a religious activity while we're at a public funded event. We have a great school, great staff, great loving group of people. Let's get back to what we know how to do, which is take care of each other and take care and raise great kids.
I mean, it really brought people together, and there's so much that polarizes already. It'd be one thing if he were, excluding kids or making people feel lesser, but he's even praying for the other team. If you've got somebody who's willing to bless children or teens and bring them together and kind of unite them and give them something positive, and you take it away, it's kind of a silly thing to fight to me. So.
30 seconds left, first half.
I'm extremely proud of the kids that invited the Satanists because I feel like it pushed administration to move towards the right action.
We told them we were going to come in. I mean, the game's almost over, and we don't really want to distract from the game. Like, they're there to support the team, and we don't want to interfere with that. So if they want to come out and meet us, we want to be here for that, but we're not going to try to come in.
Were there a large group of students that asked you to come, or what's
more and more. I would say now I think I've heard from 10 different students, and a couple have come by and said hi to us already, and it's been really nice. So to meet the people who invited us and the community members and show our support for them, because that was, that took a lot of guts.
Thank you for supporting religious freedom!
Yes, Lord, Heavenly Father.
And the coach is there fucking crying.
Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. Yes. We love you, Jesus!
So you got it. There you have it, guys. Jesus. Now, what these people understand, they do understand that they can't do this, right? They understand this, but they don't care. Jesus is number one in their fucking life, and there it is. But what it boils down to is their kids can pray in class. They can not pray in class, but they pray themselves in class. They can pray with other people. They can have after school activities, and host like a little group where they could pray together, and that's fine, okay? But the administration, the school administration, faculty, they're not allowed to lead in prayer. That's the big difference there. And these people, I think most of these people just don't fucking understand it. They think this is a Christian nation. How would they like it if it was and I hate to fucking strawman this argument, a Muslim going out on the field that was a coach and fucking praising, worship, prayer to Allah. I mean, like, it just doesn't, they just don't fucking get it, man. That it violates the establishment clause. I just don't fucking get it, man. And I guess this is their new fucking fight when it comes down to this shit.
You do see this when it comes to sports events and anything that's got any kind of passion associated to it, especially where I'm living in Texas. That if the sport is especially American football, if obviously you've got a lot of people there that are very passionate about it, and they will always bring Jesus into it, and you see that. But the thing I liked about that video was that it seemed like the Satanic Temple didn't get such a bad rap.
No, they didn't. But supposedly in the article, which I'll link in this description, basically there were people throwing water on them, sodas. Again, this is just an article I'm reading. I don't know how true it is. But supposedly, they're throwing water on them and this and that. And just, it was between the fence and all that. There was Christians on one side and the Satanists on the other side. But
I think it's quite clear to see that these Satanic, I mean, they're obviously, whether they believe in the devil or not, I'm not really interested in that, but they all seem like fairly reasonably decent people.
Well, yeah, and the second to the last topic we're going to talk about is going to bring up the Satanists again, and she basically gives you a good view on what they're about. They're basically saying that, we don't really believe in any God. We use Satan as a figure, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. We're basically atheists, non-believers, that type of shit.
Okay, so they would be following the vase type of teaching then.
Correct, yeah. Bingo. Yep.
Can I just say a couple things about that guy at the end who said, "We love you, Jesus"? I mean, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine Jesus listening to that? Some 16-year-old, just prepubescent, just steroided up kid, just like screaming, "He loves you." It's like Jesus, like, dude, chill, please chill. Another observation: was anybody else getting a major gay vibe off that coach? I'm getting like a closeted gay. Like his team scores a touchdown, he was like, "Ooh, goody, we're gonna win the game," and starts hugging all his dudes. And then third observation: that girl with the horns, I would bang her.
Oh my God, I noticed that too. Yeah, I noticed that
Yeah.
too, man. She was that was a really good get up she had there, man. No fucking
But
doubt.
I mean, this sporting thing, it is so petty. It is so innocent. This is like the PG-13 version of religious like bullshittery.
Dogmatism.
And I love the fact, on a quick side note, did you guys hear about that black NFL player who came out as an atheist, like in public at a press conference?
I did not.
Okay.
Is it a big deal?
Yeah, huge deal.
Right?
Yeah, basically, a few months ago, but basically the first professional athlete to like current athlete to be like, yeah, I'm an atheist. And I find it so amusing that it was a black guy because there are so many more white atheists in our country, just per capita and by numbers.
Yeah.
And the fact that all these white atheists are just, sitting on their thumbs and not saying a goddamn thing. Like every time I watch a UFC fight, I'm waiting for somebody just to be like, hey, all you fucking morons, there's no God. But nobody does. Instead, it's Jesus, Jesus, Jesus every time.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. They don't want to address any of that shit, but it's good to see that there's actually students out there, like they stated, that are bringing this up to their attention and actually doing something about it because this is awesome. This is what this country is about.
But the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Those people don't fuck around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they don't fuck around at all.
No, they'll fucking file a lawsuit against that school.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
they will.
They've got some pretty powerful lawyers, which I think is a great thing.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Go, Paul. Go ahead.
You're asking earlier where it is. Bremerton is a few miles west of Seattle.
There you go. Thank you, Paul. Awesome stuff.